Good morning. It is currently 10:16 a.m. on Saturday, May 30th, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. If I sound a bit more rested than the last couple of days, that's because I am recording this at 10:16 because I allowed myself a few extra hours to sleep. I was actually going to sleep a little bit longer than this, but then I just kind of woke up, so I figured that's good enough. Went to bed a little bit early last night, too. So, yeah, finally having a chance to sleep in a little bit has been good for me. Thankfully, I think, almost a week on now, it looks like I may have avoided con crud, which is good. Very glad to hear that, especially since several of the people I hung out with at Balticon have succumbed, or at least they have not felt good. Succumbed implies a more final solution. Final solution, ew. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Well, so what did I do yesterday? Yesterday I played episode 2 of Telltale Games' Game of Thrones game. I played the first episode quite a while back, and it's been long enough that there's actually 4 episodes out now, and it's just a matter of you choose what you're going to play on any given day, and I hadn't gotten back around to it, but I really liked it. It's definitely still cool to have this side story to the main story in the show. So it's taking place in the aftermath of the Red Wedding, and it's really cool. It's mostly about a house that we don't get into in the show, but they occasionally interact with recognizable faces from the show. One of the daughters is a handmaiden to Marjorie Tyrell over in King's Landing. We've got the squire of the now deceased lord who's been sent up to the wall, and he hangs out with Jon Snow a little bit up there. The daughter in King's Landing also does come across Tyrion and has dealings with him. We have one of the estranged brothers who's off in Yunkai and now on his way to Meereen, and he hasn't actually met with anybody else up there, but part of their plan at the moment is to try to hire the second sons away from Daenerys, and so we'll see how well that goes. So in any case, I'm really enjoying it, and I actually, that's frequently my pattern with these Telltale games, is that I delay and delay and delay actually playing them, and then when I finally do, I said, why did I wait so long? That was fun. And since I had already bought the season pass, it's just kind of like it was already just sitting there waiting for me. Today, I'm taking part in the General Auditions for Improv Boston. I did this the last time around too. They do them every few months, I guess. I was thinking every 6 months, but I don't think it's been 6 months since the last one. And, I hope to do well, and whether or not they call me back or want to put me on a cast or something is almost really like a secondary thing. It's really more just about continuing to put myself out there and do stuff with it and practice and, be part of that whole community there. What it actually makes me think of is a great YouTube video that I saw yesterday. It is a animated music video for a song called "Loser" by not Hall & Oates, Garfunkle and Oates, which is kind of a 2-woman kind of comedy music act, and they are super funny. But the idea behind this video is like, you're a loser. Good for you. It means that you went out there and you did something. It's better to be a loser than a spectator. You have to, and so I thought that was really, really kind of cool. I recommend watching it. It's, it's really kind of inspiring because it's basically saying, yeah, losing is really hard. That's why most people don't do it. They just sit home and comment on the internet or something. So, if you're a loser, that means you put yourself out there. You did something. You tried something. And even if it didn't work this time, who knows? Maybe it will in the future. And if not, then, hey, just trying deserves a little bit of cheering. You deserve a cheering section too is one of the lines, and I just really liked it. And so, not that I hope for the auditions to not go well, obviously. That I'm kind of just going in the spirit of I want to do my best and see how that goes. And who knows? Maybe something else will happen, or maybe it will be just one more learning experience, another notch on my belt as I continue to gradually improve. So we shall see. And so one other just note, I always say you can find everything I do at my site at christianaellis.com. And it occurred to me recently that I have not been cross-posting the episodes of Beyond the Wall, the Game of Thrones podcast that I'm on. I've not been cross-posting that onto my site, but I think I probably should, just so that my whole statement of everything I do is at christianaellis.com. So I'm going to gradually figure out how to incorporate that over, because I don't want to necessarily just cross-post every episode all at once right now, because that would potentially screw up the Omni feed. People would have all of those back episodes downloading or something. I might just start posting the current episodes from here on, and in the podcast notes just say, all previous episodes are at specficmedia.com. We'll see. I'll figure it out. All right, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.